Yeah. Sean, can
The
you
mic
hook
is
Jones up
low.
with an earpiece and a mic? And the mic is still low, apparently.
Yeah,
All right,
love
cool.
to talk to him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, I love Alex,
I
man.
don't mean to commandeer your show, but I figured you'd
No, absolutely.
as long as you want.
It's my
Absolutely.
show. Commandeer it.
There's no structure to this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drops out from time to time. It's fine.
happens.
Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
So
Yeah.
let me get back to what I was trying to say. So we thought that the doors were going to be locked this weekend, and it wasn't technically legal to lock the doors this weekend, but it could have happened anyway, and that's why we broadcasted all weekend. Now today, the plaintiffs in this case motion for liquidation, some of the plaintiffs, and the judge basically ruled, I'm not going to liquidate him today. We're going to decide on the 14th, which is a week from Friday. So we're not going to know for sure whether or not InfoWars is going to live until Friday, the 14th of June. And that's basically where we're at to update you.
Wow. Now, what were the rumors that everyone was talking about? I believe it started on Friday that the feds were after him. The feds were coming and they were trying to close the doors. That was just people being the internet buzz.
Yeah, a little bit. So let me try to clarify that statement. You know how the federal government uses private organizations and private entities to do things like violate your First Amendment right to freedom of speech. We've seen this happen with the Facebook files or the Twitter files. So when we say feds, it wasn't... Right. Can you hear Alex?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we get these levels.
Does he have a mic?
We got a skeleton crew. That's why I was like walking in there. I couldn't sleep good last night. So I took like a 2-hour nap when I got off air. So literally, he was like, "Hey, this guy wants to talk to you." Another guy had a question. He handed me the phone. Then he went on with you, and I'm just kind of like sitting there combing what's left of my hair, trying to break this down. Look,
well, I appreciate you, Alex.
Nothing you see in the media is accurate. Nothing you see in the media is true. I learned the private security company here that we have was told shut this down at 9 o'clock on Friday. And then this whole fracas started, and I came and said, under the law, and I'm not a lawyer, but this is the part I know that's clear. Since I had an LLC, under the law, the CRO in a bankruptcy cannot fire people or hire people. They can only report to the court and do things like that. So I came up here and said, you're not going to do that. And the security company checked the law and said, yeah, we're not doing that. So it got punted to this hearing. On the 14th, the judge said he's going to kick it back to me and dismiss it because they haven't settled. The problem is it's going to kick it back into state court. We want to keep it in federal court. So getting into all the minutia, there's only certain ways to keep it in federal court so that things should be discussed. And so that's what's going on. So you see things in the news that the news, again, they're not lawyers. They're not in the middle of this, and they're not understanding strategy. So they sit there and say things that aren't accurate. That's
Alex, let me ask you a question. So the CRO, you kind of alluded to, like, he's trying to, like, you know, make you seem as bad as possible. Do you think that there's someone behind him kind of like whispering, like worm tongue, to try to get him to make this as hard as possible to really liquidate your company?
Alex, switch seats with me.
I mean, I want me to switch seats. Okay, Here we go. Why does that microphone not work?
No.
That's why you called me in here. I didn't want to have a fire drill here.
There's only one camera.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only one camera. Okay. I guess you only got one crew member in here to help you, so I don't know. I don't need to sit here. I just woke up.
There you go.
Anyway,
welcome, Alex. Thank you.
Yeah. You bet. So sorry about this. So what's the question again?
You alluded to, you made a video the other day. You were standing in front of a map. This is you were like on the cuff of just, you know, free roaming it, you know?
Friday. Yeah. Or I did a couple in front of a map. The one from yesterday or the one from Friday?
I think it was Friday, because you were talking about the CRO and how you didn't trust that he actually was being a non-biased source of just trying to, have this be handled correctly. It's almost like he was against you, you know, trying to stab you in the back and just make you seem as negative as possible. Do you think there's someone behind him in the feds, something like?
And then the judge today said he would like the temperature taken down, and for us not to get into this anymore. The judge did not ask me to, stop talking about it. He said, I'd like this to take the temperature off. I'm not going to do any of this. But there's not like the guy called up and said, close the building. And then I said, and he told the security company that's been there 6 years, long before him, he's a court-appointed monitor under an LLC. So under any other systems or bigger companies or however it works, when there's a sole member, not a board, he is not. He cannot make those decisions. And I left him alone the last almost 2 years he's been here, just trying to get through this and trying to have a settlement. So he did fire some people, did make decisions, some things I disagree with. I didn't make a public thing about it. But no, I mean, it's a fact that he couldn't do that, and I already knew that. So I said, well, if you can't fire anybody, and if you disagree with it, you've got to go to the court. I'd say you can't shut the building down. So that was going to happen. And then when I went on air on Saturday, even though he already talked to lawyers and stuff, and they said, don't shut it down, Jones is right. He tried it again because I was on air talking about it. He freaked out. And then the judge today said, I'd like to see the temperature go down. He doesn't have the power to tell me not to do that, but that's how a judge tells you. Look, I'm not shutting this down. We'll have a full hearing on the 14th. I want the temperature to go down. When their lawyers wanted to talk, the plaintiffs, and then you have to understand the CRO has his lawyer. It'll give you a headache. And then other people that have claims and are owed money, like my dad, they have stuff to say, but they only have certain ways they're able to have standing and still be in the hearing. And so it turns into whole spaghetti. And if I try to figure it all out, it makes me, want to jump off a cliff, which I'm not going to do. I'm not suicidal, but it's a joke. You're like,
please don't.
This is all. And so it gives you a headache trying to understand it because it's all how this stuff works. But I mean, that's basically where this is. And so we took the art off the walls. People told people get their stuff out of the building.
It's like Hoth. It's like the battle.
And some people spun it like I saw some people online. Oh, this is a publicity stunt. You were up here when I had it on speaker like Saturday. Like we've been told, to shut it down, but we're not. I mean, this is real.
Right.
This is going on. But because I didn't just go, oh sure, bye bye. You said so. I'm like, I know the law on that part. That I'm the sole managing member. I can be overridden by the judge. That's it. He is a manager in the bankruptcy that reports back to the court. In almost any other bankruptcy, a CRO is in charge, particularly if it's a liquidation.
Right.
Like if I was like a car dealership or something, and then that guy's appointed by the court, when he thinks the cars are sold or there's no more money in it, he can shut it down anytime he wants. But it's not the case when it's an LLC and a going concern where the company is not being shut down because of lack of money. It's being shut down because of a judgment. Well, you're supposed to then maximize that for the deal. And so it's separate when there's a person that's the sole owner. And that's as much as I understand about it. And so, I mean, almost everything the press has gotten out there is completely wrong. If let's say my dad's company that's owed a bunch of money, so he is a claimant too, involved in the suit. So he's not me. He's got his company, and they're about to hand it over on the 14th to the state that'll instantly come and seize it. Well, then their position is, well, no, we are going to seize it and move to liquidate on the 14th ourselves. But then once you enter into that system, now you can have another discussion, and that puts it into another realm, kind of like giving in a video game another life. And then something else, so that's basically, and again, I'm not a lawyer, that's what all this is like. But And other people think the plaintiffs actually want to settle, but they're delusional and more money than they've ever made. They still believe the bullshit they put on the news. Like I had family calling me going, so you're a billionaire. And I'm like, I've never had more than a few $1 million in the bank. I've had a couple nice houses, but they were palatial, like 5-bedroom house, a lake house. I was like, I drive like a $70,000 car. I mean, I wear like a T-shirt I bought 10 years ago. I mean, my dad gave me a Rolex 20 years ago. I wear that. I'm even a Rolex guy, but I like to watch, started wearing it. Now I wear one. I mean, it's like I don't have all this stuff. And so they're on the news. He's got $400 million. That was all fake testimony they put on to make these juries. They go, he made billions off these people. We never made $1 billion here in 30 years, gross. And when you're selling water filters, you're getting 30% on them. So yeah, like they're like, look at you sold $10 million of food. Would you put that right in your pocket? You're like, yeah, we made $3 million off of it and went into the company. So that's what's been going on. It's all just a big mess. And it's such a sophisticated thing. Being in the media so much, I've learned, when it's a simple story, they get it completely wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, like 2 years ago, we were down in Big Bend, and for some reason, my wife saw a realty place, and it said, buy a mountain. And we'd only gone there like 2 or 3 times since I've been married to her in 8 years. And so she goes, let's go talk to a realtor today. Let's go see one of these mountains. So we drive out there, and we go there, and it's like, it's the name of the mountain, and it's actually a volcanic cinder cone 30 miles outside the state park in the middle of nowhere, and it's like $30,000 to buy. It's the whole face of the mountain and this, and I go, I don't think it's a good investment, but you got a little bit of money in the bank. If you want to buy
it. Having to Pompeii.
If you want to buy this giant black mountain for $30,000, I mean, it was like, yeah, this is 40 acres, the black mountain. You want this on some dirt road? Get it. She calls the realtor, buys it the next day. We've never been back since. just my wife's not even in real estate. She sees this freaking mountain. She wants it. Next is Jones has moved to the desert and lives in an SUV at a mountain. Yeah. And we've driven him out of Austin. Daily Mail, USA Today.
He didn't know the mountain was his mountain. He had to ask the neighbor.
No, it's like, well, then we learned Theodore Kaczynski's brother.
Camera went off.
Theodore Kaczynski's brother owns the other side of the mountain. She didn't get the whole
Of
mountain.
course.
She got one. So
I like
then
how
it's
you're
like,
the only person that calls him Theodore. Oh, Theodore. Everyone's like Ted Kaczynski.
so no. So now
He respects the intellect.
Obvious
Texas
connection to
Monthly.
Alex Jones.
In Texas Monthly, Alex Jones has moved in next door to Ted Kaczynski's brother. And I'm like, well, and you have to understand, the reason she got this is 30 miles on a dirt road, and there's just all these black volcanoes. Yeah. Like, it's not like you try to buy that somewhere else like $10 million. It's like, you're talking 8 hours from any major city.
It's the last level of Super Mario.
It's the last level of Super Mario. And it's like Jones lives next to Theodore Kaczynski, his brother, in a desert, and it's just like horse shit. So the only reason I tell you that story is I've given up trying to describe how the media spins stuff. The New York Times said that we had a fish tank here, and I got mad at an employee, and I grabbed the goldfish out and eat it. I don't even like fish.
He wasn't even mad at me.
There's never been a goldfish. There's never been a fish. There's never been a terrarium. There's never been a turtle. There's never been any live pet in this office. I've seen a few cockroaches. Only thing I've seen in this building, other than humans, is like 3 cockroaches. And I think they use too much pesticides on us. We hardly ever see those. But like if there was a cockroach here and the media was here, they go, Jones is a pet cockroach and he ate it.
Right.
It's like it's whatever galactic level horse shit there is. That's what I'm being accused of. So any other questions?
Well, I appreciate you being on. It was I met you in the Cass Castle in Maryland back in I think 2020, maybe 2021. And I want to see you succeed. So my question would just be, how can people support you? What's the best way that the average person can support you in InfoWars?
Just know that this is all completely insane. And you guys were asking earlier when I was off camera. There's one guy in there running this, which is a side deal, came in here. You were asking, wait, we heard those rumors. It's a Fed. No, it's a federally appointed person who has done a whole bunch of weirdness and walked around saying Alex Jones is crazy, he shouldn't even be on the air because he's talking about this and that. And so I take that, and then he is a federally appointed CRO. That's a federal position.
Wait, the CRO is one who was saying that about you?
Oh yeah.
He walks around.
How is that okay?
Yeah.
How is that?
And he also accused me of stuff I didn't do to the court. So I was already like really pissed off. So no, then I hear like we're shutting the building when the judge had said everything was fine. All because there were legal challenges, and stuff going on. But according to all the lawyers, it didn't matter. It was no big deal. That's just filings to be able to have a debate. And so then it was 100%, and now we're out to the 14th. And then I think the judge will kick the company back to me. And then, again, then the state courts that are, absolutely like a piranha. Because I live here in Austin, Texas. Anybody saw the show trial where the judge already found me guilty and all that, and then had the show trial and would scream at me and tell me I'm wrong and I'm a liar?
Yeah.
Remember? I'm like, so Mr. Jones, you're worth $200 million, aren't you? And I'm like, actually, I'm in bankruptcy. Shut up. That's a lie. You like to lie. Yep. That's the thing. This court is all about how you're a liar. You're not in bankruptcy. You're not bankrupt. You're a liar. And I'm like, I had zero money then. I'm in bankruptcy. I'm like, no, I'm in bankruptcy. Mr. Jones, one more time, I'll hold you in contempt. And it's just like, so that person.
That's impossible.
That's where I'll be back. And so, and so all people are like, oh, you're crying wolf. You're not going to be shut down. Well, I hate to kind of prove it to people, but there are maneuvers and things with other creditors other than the Sandy Hook people who have debts that are owed. And so they can file and then they can have their debate. But the way it's filed is it'll be adversary. It'll be, we want the company and all that. Well, that's like, in high school when you've been dating a girl and now she was dating another guy, now she wants to be back with you and you're like, no, she's mine. But it's kind of like you got to say it's mine. I'm taking it over. I'm liquidating it. But then he's like, oh, why is that going on? And it's all just the weird Look, I didn't escape. I didn't run. They've already got the articles, the Daily Mail and the local newspapers, that I have run to the hills. I live, literally on the Mexican border at a giant black volcano. I'm basically Sauron.
It's got Alex Jones. It's got your face on the outside of it, like Dr. Evil. Like that's how they see you.
I'm a super. Actually, the crazy part is, she goes, "Should I get this? I really want it, honey." And I went, "Baby, you got a little bit of money in your bank account. If you want to buy a big red black man, it's like red and then black, because it's like it looks like Super Mario Brother. It's like all this big volcano. Awesome. What is a lava
Sounds
cone?
cool.
It's a lava cone. It's a lava cone from in the ground eroded. So it's like red lava and then black lava with like caves, which you can't even get to, and there's like buzzards flying around it. It looks like where Satan lives or something. Anyways, the point, it looks like Mordor, like is Sauron inside of there. So I live with rattlesnakes in the middle of nowhere, 40 miles from a gas station, in a black SUV, according to the Daily Mail. So just take from that what you like.
I mean, it sounds pretty badass, actually. You should make an underground base there, a lair.
Yeah, you thought about getting in the bunker business with Zuckerberg?
There it is. To hire a construction company to go dig me a small bunker. I mean, no.
Well, not according to that judge, though. I mean, the media says you got plenty of money to build this, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna I got flying cars. I'm like Zuckerberg. I got a huge 10-story deep bunker with a submarine. He's got that in Kauai.
It's crazy.
Yep. He's got the underground lair. But really, Alex, thank you for joining. How can people support? Like, what is the best way to support you?
I mean, people should, because if anybody orders products, T-shirts, books, films, any of that, InfoWarsStore.com, you're going to get it. I've been telling people for weeks we might get shut down because the plaintiffs have been trying that game until now. Now they're like, oh, maybe we'll settle. I'm like, yeah, it's just like, And so InfoWars might get settled. It might go forward. Anybody orders anything at InfoWarsStore.com, their great products are legendary. You'll get them. Might be your last chance. It'll all be shipped out. The judges don't just shut something off and not ship orders out. That's what they do is shut down companies. So it's safe to order products at InfoWarsStore.com. My dad has drjonesnaturals.com. When he figured we would be shut down a few years ago, he already produced and made a lot of the supplements here. So that's what he did before that. He was also a doctor. So he got a little warehouse, this big warehouse in North Austin. He's got all the products. So that'll support what we're going to do regardless at drjonesnaturals.com. That's a sponsor of InfoWars and is already giving money to InfoWars every week. So it's a nice sponsor currently, and it helps my dad out, who the Democrats have been suing as well, because again, he was co-owner of the supplement company.
Yeah. They don't stop at you. Now they're going after your family. I mean, the mafia literally won't go after your family. They just go after you. They've got a higher ethical standard.
Well, that's right. So just go to drjonesnaturals.com. And I didn't know I was going to wake right up and be on the air.
You did a good job, man. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
The same thing. He was like, Viva Fried's got questions about this. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Literally, when I walk into my office, I was sleeping on the couch. And I come out and talk to him for 3 minutes. And I go, you're already on the air. And they're like, get on the air. But anyway, so it's good to see you again. And
thank you.
You used to live under the skateboard area, right, or something?
No, that was Ian who lived under the skate ramp. I was the in-law suite in the back of the house. So
the in-laws are here.
Oh,
yeah, but
you were in the chateau.
yes. My wife and I lived in the chateau. Yeah, it was.
Was there a volcano?
Well, it's okay.
I
personally been married to Tim Pool for several years.
Congratulations.
I'm serious. I put on the dress.
I'm sorry.
That's great.
Does he make you wear a beanie also, or no?
He does. Well,
I thought so.
I got property of Tim Pool as a tramp stamp.
Wow.
I like him. I was trying to be mean.
Me too.
He's just fun to tease because he's so serious.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he doesn't like it, but
the part about us, a little bit of. So that's why I figured, I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's like every time Nick Fuentes comes on, you ask him if he's got a girlfriend because you think he's gay.
No, I don't. Well, no, I mean,
he's never told me he thought he was gay. By the way, that's just my.
Anybody that worships Hitler, look. Of course, Hitler didn't have any kids either, but the point is, I'm like, look, if you're in the Fourth Reich, you got to have at least fucking 10 kids.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing.
Part of the drum.
How's it supposed to be 1,000 years?
But the big secret about. But the big secret about Nazi lovers is none of them have a woman. So,
Yeah, what's up with that?
Except you.
Yeah, who was their Casanova?
Yeah. The other night.
You have a
Goebbels
woman.
just
No.
slaying.
This is the other night. This is last night. I didn't sleep here last night. I slept the nights before. I'm driving home at like 10 p.m. and I see a Whataburger and I got to eat something. So I pull in there at like 10 o'clock. Nobody's in there. And this guy that looked like a Harkonnen, I kind of look like one too, but he's like, he has white skin so white it was see-through. And he's kind of a fat guy in a black shirt and black pants. And I know people, and I rarely run into Nazis. And he sidles over. And I go, okay, this guy's a Hitler lover. So I'm sitting there eating my hamburger, and he goes, oh, I'm surprised you're still in the country. Surprised you haven't gone with your people to Israel. And I'm like, dude, I'm not Jewish. I've never been to Israel. I don't think it's Jews. He goes, yeah, right. Well, I have my own website, and we know, and we like Nick Fuentes and all stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm worried about AI, New World Order, nuclear war with Russia. I'm sorry. I'm not
I'm a little
jacking
higher
off.
level.
I'm sorry, the movie was made by a Jew that you watch at the movie theater.
I was like, but it's like, I'm not even attacking Nick Fuentes. I love Nick. He's going to come on soon.
I like him too.
But the point is, I'm just trying to tell Nick, you don't, okay, I agree these guys were your supporters early on. I'm not trying to be mean to the guy, but he was sitting there, and I didn't want to be mean. I was like, dude, I'm sorry I never had any pussy. But you're literally over here,
Wow.
because that's all this guy's got.
Yeah.
And he's literally telling me, so with your family being from Israel, I guess you're escaping to there. And I've never even been to Israel, but it's almost like, no, I almost want to go, yes, I love it. I'm Benjamin Netanyahu's son. I follow everyone. You're Mossad. And it's like,
I knew it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the most retarded shit ever. Meanwhile, I'm a supervillain with a fucking Black Mountain. Spaceship comes out of it.
How do you find the time? How do you find the time to do all this stuff, Alex? I don't understand.
I don't know. I thought I was actually, fucking totally exhausted. I want to go hide
It's less
somewhere.
pressure when you're the guest on the show. It's
Yeah,
easier to hang out.
no, just all of this is driven me completely insane. And that's the thing about this litigation. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. And then people spend like, there's really nothing happening to him. No one's trying to get him. Oh, yeah. They're on the news saying, our goal is to shut him down, the plaintiffs.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pull those videos up. Shut him down. Get rid of him. Don't give him money. We're, and then they're like, no, we want the money, actually. We're like, okay. No, now we don't want it. Ugh. So it's now reached the point where my dad, it's like with this newest hearing, he's got his debt he's owed. It's real money. And we're not like in cahoots. I don't tell my dad what to do.
Sure.
I see him like every 2 weeks. And my dad's just like, screw it. And if they're going to, hand it over to the state courts, we're going to take it over. And maybe war for my dad here. That's kind of, how this is going. And it gives me a headache. So,
Well,
but anyways, I'm going to get my spaceship from the underground base because I don't sleep here in Austin. I'm going to go 9 hours by car where I sleep every night because Texas Monthly says I sleep inside
an SUV by a volcano.
It's actually called North Heart Mountain.
Dude, you are a super villain.
Yeah, that's some super real shit.
You mean to pull a picture of it up?
Dude, just pull up a
Please.
picture of Moria.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it.
I do want to
I
see
haven't been
it.
there in about 2 years, so I got to find it. Hold on.
I
Of
read
all
the
the-
article they wrote.
So weird.
Of all
It's
the
such a
things in
weird
the
thing.
media that I hear, the one thing I wanted to be true was that you had an underground lair in a volcano.
I've been fired.
I wish I
I'm
had.
almost bummed.
He's literally a mountain king now. You know how many promos I'm gonna make?
I love it.
I'm
I
gonna use the guy
love
to
it.
make you a mountain king so big.
Listen, if you guys don't believe me, they'll show a photo of it. Just Google Alex Jones Big Bend or Alex Jones
looking it
Terlingua.
up.
By the way, Terlingua is like 45 miles away in some small town. So they say North Heart Mountain is in Terlingua. That's even the better part. It's 45 miles away from this little town.
Christ, I can't get anything right.
No, they just mix shit together. Yeah, there it is with me and my wife. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
What's Alex Jones doing in this tiny far west Texas town? They won't write a single article about Zuckerberg building a bunker with a submarine on Hawaii.
Yeah,
But
total
then,
lock
you
lips on
buy
that.
some property in the middle of nowhere, which people do all the time for various reasons. It's all of a sudden.
True.
Yeah, I think if you scroll through, you'll find the photo. I got to go back.
I was trying to find it.
We haven't been there.
Pull
in
up Pompeii.
Just pull up North Heart Mountain.
Let me see. North Heart Mountain.
Yeah, because there's another little area called Terlingua Ranch. That's why they called it the town of Terlingua. They couldn't get that
There
straight.
it is. Is that your mountain?
Punch up. No, that's in Wyoming.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Google
That'd
can't
be
even get it
crazy.
right.
Yeah, Google. Well, this is literally like on another planet, basically. How do you think you buy a mountain for $30,000? When
Here's
I say
Heart
download
Mountain.
The moon.
when I
That's
say dirt
Wyoming.
road,
Heart Mountain's in Wyoming.
yeah. I mean, when I say
okay.
when I say the middle of nowhere, I mean it's like. Anyways, I was supposedly live there, but I can't find the photo of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I don't know where
I think I found a photo
don't
of
know
it.
where I
For
live
share
at,
that
man.
there.
All right, pull it up. Pull it up.
Is this it?
One sec.
It's gonna be the Dr. Evil Mountain. I know what you're trying to do right now.
I just want to go get drunk.
I'm not mad at the
What are you
crew or
talking
anything.
about?
I
This
just
is
want this mountain up
obviously
right
the-
now.
I knew it, bro. I knew that.
I typed
This-
in Alex Jones Mountain, and this is what I got.
What a dick on top of this.
Will you please send that to me?
What a dick flying out
That's him leaving his compound.
Dude, that's his spaceship.
SpaceX rocket too. Dude, Elon Musk escaped.
There it is. We figured it out. We got
That's
him.
amazing.
Got
With the
him.
dick on it is crazy.
They got a whole photo of our house on the internet now.
They got a whole photo of your house on the
No,
internet?
that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
that was it,
There it is.
I thought you were being serious for a second.
No,
And
they
your
got me.
rocket. We got your rocket too.
How many miles to the gallon you get in that thing?
Another secret is me and Elon Musk live there together. We're married.
You
Yeah,
said that's
obviously.
you're polyamorous with Tim Pool and Elon Musk?
Now you let the secret out. Well, it's a little, what if it's four? It's
A love triangle?
Is it still polyamorous if Trump gets involved?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Then it's just
Yeah,
an
yeah.
orgy.
Yeah, no, it still is. Yeah.
And then Joe Rogan films it.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Look that shit up, Jamie!
What? Yeah, pull that up.
Yeah, you look
Pull
that shit up. You look that shit up.
And then
Wow. Oh my God.
and then Tim Pool's cats are running around peeing on everything in the background.
Oh, yeah, he's a cat person.
I love that Alex
cat.
Jones fits perfectly into the Bay
Into the
Staff
Bay
episode.
Staff
It's just
Monday.
you're perfect
Yeah.
for this show, Alex.
This was all just
That's
a
good.
conspiracy for me to get Alex Jones to sit in front of a promo in my book.
But I actually got to go.
There it is.
I got to get some orders from Israel here real quick.
Okay. Don't tell BB I say hi. Remember, nobody puts BB in a corner.
That's right. He's part of the love triangle, too.
Now it's a hexagon, bro.
All right,
Wow.
Good
see you
luck,
guys.
Alex.
Alex, thank you very much.
All right, bro.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks for doing that, Alex. That was fun.
That was epic, bro.
You know what's the greatest thing about his
me a
rocket ship?
second, guys. I gotta
It
put my
runs
ear
on
over on this chair.
microplastics.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
in the
that's
can.
what. That's how it powers. It powers the microplastics.
Thanks,
All that out
Alex.
there.